Okay, well, here we are. I said this is going to be a little goofy, and I'm not lying. I've got a forester behind me here. We cut a larch. I don't know.
If it almost hits there, we're never going to make it.
But we're trying. We're down here in this badger hole, and we're trying to... We cut a larch about 60.
Remember, this would be like a 75-foot hole, though, with on the bottom. You know, normally you put small ones on there and then long ones.
Yeah. Anyway, we cut about a 66-foot larch. I'll see if I can get it in the mirror here. It's hanging off the back like a wet noodle. Anyway, we're seeing if it's going to hit on some of these sharp corners going around here. So kind of bear with me. I apologize. I've just got my cell phone here, and yeah. We're gonna hit right here. Wish I could.
Yeah, you should pull these stumps and widen out a little, and it would work there.
Okay, here we're moving again. I got pretty close to a load on top of it here now. Still got it.
I'm digging the bank there. You're just barely hitting there.
You can see it back there, sort of. Oh, some of the things you get into.
That's a long pull, though, you know.
Yeah, that makes me about 95 feet long. We're somewhere in there, Ryan. So we're hoping we can make it up out of here. This is kind of the test, but if worse comes to worse, we've got it marked if we need to.
Yeah, that's solid rock here. I don't think, I mean, it hit it, but they could still get, with small pulls on the bottom, they could still get a long one out of there, you know, 70-footer.
Yeah, it's dipping down quite a bit on the bottom, you know, hanging off there. So, you know, like you say, if you had some shorter ones, some 40-footers or whatever, 35s or whatever underneath of it to bolster it a little bit, it might be up far enough it'd miss.
Yeah, that went around it. It was just hitting. And that's 66 feet long, so that'd be like a 75, wouldn't it, with a loader on there?
I don't know if you could quite get 10 feet, you know, if you choked it up on the front bunk, but you could probably get pretty close. It'd probably be a good 70, 71, probably. 5-6 feet.
Okay. More weight, or is that what you're putting on?
No, I got some 78 on. I could probably use another little jag so we can get it up top, get it out there at that other spur maybe. I don't want to stop in the middle of this son of a gun if I don't have to.
Yeah, that hit there pretty good.
See, I would have never guessed there, and I never drove it like it either, but there really isn't a whole lot of, you know, with the rocks on the inside and stuff that have been coming down, there wasn't a whole lot of room to drive it any different.
Oh, we widened it and the upper road's gone too.
Yeah, that's what happened the last time it rained hard. It come down, it took me about half an hour to clean the road out to get down in here. I know it's gonna hit on this deck. Well, here we are. This is maybe where we'll break it. Nah, probably not. You can see it back there now really good. You can see the end of it. It'll start bouncing on the wall. Oh, shizzle. Oh no, I knocked the deck down. Oh, I hope I got that on there. You guys can see this is unedited. You're getting it uncensored. Uncensored a lot. Oh, look at the view. Isn't that pretty? Yeah, all it is an old saw log, so it's not like I'm too pinched up, and I'm in a decent enough gear that if it really did pinch me up and I had to do something about it, I could probably just walk right through it and break it. So it's not that big of a deal. It's just it's a little bit nerve-wracking, but at the same time it's kind of funny. I guess you had to be there. This is the next best thing. You can see it there. It's just barely dragging the ground right now.
Did it feel like it hit hard in this corner?
Yeah, it hit like a bugger on that deck. Is that what you mean?
No, right here. I didn't see if you cleared this little guy, but it looked like you did.
Yeah, I couldn't really tell, Ryan. It was dragging the ground, kind of bouncing off the ground there, but I don't think it hit the bank.
Well, I'm not going into the hillside there anymore.
Just cost you money. Okay, now if we can make it up around this one, and then there's one more. Come on.
I heard it hit the deck.
I'm glad we cut a large, boy. It looked like it was bent pretty good. It looked like a whip. Now this next draw up is the big one up here. It's not a big draw, it's a small draw, but it's
Sure you don't want to roll into the complex with that thing on there like that?
If you'll make them dummy, I will. I ain't scared.
Well, I just think it'd be funny. I could write Happy 4th of July on the thing.
As long as you were right behind me, I don't think they'd see the humor in it that we would.
So this corner up here is another one I was worried about. But boy, it's hard. They had to shoot it, and he tried to make it wider.
Now this is the only one that the rest of them, yeah, but this one here was the one that I thought of first when they talked about poles. I got in trouble with Sam's truck up in Coeur d'Alene with poles one time. It had a 63 footer on it. It was built for a dock, and I sideswiped one of those buses for the hospital, and it broke every window out of the side of that son of a gun. And there I sat on Appleway, and first thing the DOT guy said to me when he got out of the pickup and walked back there, he said, "Who was driving this?" And I said, "I was." He said, "This is gonna hurt." That's all he said, and just kept walking. Of course, you know, Sam, everything was up to snuff, right?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Okay, here we go. This is the teller here. I'm either going to break it or we're going to have to saw it off right here. I can't hardly imagine it coming around this. Flip the interlock out. I don't think that'll really matter, but see it back there?
Oh, yeah, that one's hitting a little harder.
It didn't hit as hard as I thought it was going to, Ryan.
No, cedar bend too. He might be able to rip that a little bit. Just a little bit is all it needs.
And I hugged to the inside there pretty hard coming out of that corner. I didn't think it hit all that bad. Like you say, if somebody loaded them the way they could there, it'd probably be okay.
Yeah, one's that long, you normally put up higher, then that would help. We got one more corner here, I guess.
Yeah, with it down on the bottom like that, it's all but dragging the ground, and some of these, well, shoot, it's almost there now. I think we've taken the tension out of it. Okay, here it comes again. There she goes. Oh my goodness, we used to come out of the floodwood and there was marks up on the bank like that, and we kept thinking, man, one of these idiots are driving their motorcycles up on the bank, you know. And here, come to find out, we got to follow them poles out. They had long poles though. These would just be 66 footer, just be a pecker pole compared to them guys. And yeah, they were scratching the bank with those poles, and it looked just like somebody was high marking the bank with the motorcycle. Anyway, we're out of here now, so
Are you gonna go out?